Okay, it's recording.
The students and all the judges for your time this evening. We believe we have 3 excellent presentations today, and we hope you enjoy watching the 3 presentations. With that, I would like to invite Dean Upinder Dhillon of the School of Management to say a few words.
Thank you, Vishal. I'm delighted to welcome all of you to the Reeves Ellington case competition. This is a very special occasion for the school as our wonderful students participate in this capstone experience. The challenge in management education is to create experiential learning types of opportunities that bring theory and practice together. This year, the students developed innovative solutions for Best Buy board by analyzing the strategic options that are available to them in terms of restructuring their business. This case competition is a wonderful opportunity for our students to show off their skills. I would also like to convey my special thanks to Richard and his wonderful wife Barbara for their generosity. It is their vision that makes this competition possible. Unfortunately, Richard could not be with us today. The faculty have put in a tremendous effort to organize and do the preliminary judging for this competition. I would like to thank each of them individually. As I call out your name, would you please stand? Dane Blevins. Dane. Bob Klein. Bob. Vishal Gupta. Vishal. Tom Kelly. Alexei Tikmurov. And Michael Wu. Thank you all. The students have worked hard on the presentations, and as far as I'm concerned, all of you are winners. I'm looking forward to some exciting presentations. We have a distinguished panel of judges here, and I would now like to recognize each one of them. Keith Chadwick, he's at the KDC Consulting Group. Keith. Jerry Putman, Executive Director of the Decker Foundation. Jerry. Kate Madigan from Levine, Coulton and Thompson. Kate. And Ed Morton from the Chemung Canal Trust Company. Ed. Thank you for taking time from your busy schedules for this exciting competition. I must say that I don't envy your job tonight. Thank all of you. Thank you.
Other teams. All of you have presented on
the time to meet with us today. We are Sweets Consulting, and we will be discussing how to revive your company, Best Buy. My name is Jacinta Goicha, and my colleagues are Kathleen Wang, Gary Zhang, and Tiffany Choi. Our agenda for the day is that we will briefly go over background and history for your company. We will then discuss the issues that we see your company is currently facing, followed by a brief SWOT analysis. Afterwards, we will discuss alternatives, recommendation, and implementation. I now pass the floor to Kathleen, who will discuss background and history with you.
Thank you, Jacinda. Best Buy was founded in 1966, and since then has undergone 4 different concepts. Concept number 4 was most recently implemented from 2002 to 2009, and it focused on key customer groups and expanding Geek Squad. Now in 2012, Best Buy is facing new issues, which Gary will now discuss.
Thanks, Kathleen. Underneath the surface, we believe that these 2 issues are the main obstacle to revive Best Buy, which are how can Best Buy solve its internal issues, and how can Best Buy create a winning proposition and develop layers of innovations. To solve these 2 issues, we developed a 3-layer recommendation plan, which include down scoping, Kickstarter products, and extension warranty plan. Before we give you further details, Jacinda will take over and explain the environment analysis.
Thank you, Gary. So your company has quite a few strong points that we'd like to point out. And the first one being is that you're #1 in consumer electronics. You have over $50 billion in revenue, which means that when a consumer wants to purchase technology, they think of your company first. The second big strength that you have is customer centricity. You have this through various loyalty programs that you offer your clients and your customers as well, and you also allow the stores to uniquely adapt to consumers' individual unique needs and wants. A few weaknesses that we see is, firstly, you have poor website inventory management, and it has been known, especially during the holidays, that you cannot fulfill all of your customer orders. Another weakness that we see is weak financial performance. In 2011, your company's stock value decreased by 40%. For the external environment, you do have a few opportunities that you've taken advantage of. And the first one is that you are a first mover and product specialists. What that means is that rather than paying people on sales commissions, you actually hire product specialists that know the inner workings of the technology and help answer all of your consumers' questions. The next big advantage that you have is that you've partnered with companies such as Dell and Apple, which allowed you to be the first technology company to start selling the iPhone. A few threats, however, is that firstly, your stores are viewed as showrooms by consumers, which means that consumers walk into the store, view the technology that they would like to purchase, but then use your competition's price checker apps to find cheaper alternatives and end up purchasing from your competition. We hope that our recommendation will solve these issues for you. I now pass the floor to Tiffany, who will discuss your alternatives.
Thank you, Jacinta. Coming to our recommendation, we considered 3 alternatives. Our first alternative is implementing a technology incubator in the Best Buy retail stores. Our second alternative is creating a partnership with mobile carriers to tap into the growing mobile phone market. And our third and final alternative is implementing technology workshops for the general public in conjunction with Geek Squad. However, let's move on to our recommendation. We developed a 3-segmented, comprehensive recommendation that ties back to our 2 issues. With our first issue, how can Best Buy solve its internal issues, we recommend that your firm downscopes big box stores in the United States. With our second recommendation, how can Best Buy create a winning proposition and develop layers of innovation, we recommend that your firm contracts with Kickstarter inventors to put Kickstarter products into your stores. In addition, we also recommend that we extend the coverage of the Geek Squad Protection Plan to cover these new Kickstarter products. And now, Gary will explain our first segment of our recommendation.
Thanks, Tiffany. Now, I guess the first question would be, why is downscoping so important and should be the first step for Best Buy to solve its internal issues? Well, the consumer electronic market is getting more and more competitive. Best Buy is facing challenges from broad-based discounters such as Walmart and Target, or online giant retailers like Amazon. This is why in this year's conference call, Best Buy brought up the multi-year cost reduction strategies. We believe that downscoping will comply with these strategies. It is intended not only to help Best Buy to get more efficient, but also to focus on initiatives designed to grow earnings over the long term. From this slide, we can see some of the projects that Best Buy has been doing to downscope, both in the domestic and international segments. However, no downscoping has been proposed regarding Best Buy's big box stores in the US yet. Here today, we recommend Best Buy to cut off the appliance section in all these big box stores. Why? All this appliance section tends to take a lot of space in these stores. More than that, it also requires additional warehouse space for storage, which means excessive logistics expense for Best Buy. However, given all these conditions, the appliance sections only represent 5% of Best Buy's revenue from last year. According to some of our external research, we also discovered that the profit percentage of appliance section has been declining over the past few years. Given all of these conditions, we recommend Best Buy to cut off the appliance sections, utilize this space for some more profitable projects, such as contracting with Kickstarters. Now, Kathleen will take over and explain more about our second recommendation.
Thank you, Gary. Now, as Gary was saying, by downscoping the appliance section in our US large format stores, we'll be left with a lot of additional retail space. To maximize the use of this space, we recommend contracting with Kickstarter's inventors. Kickstarter's inventors wholly own their projects, and that's why we recommend forming contracts with them. Behind me, you can see a timeline of how we generally envision this recommendation playing out for Best Buy. First, we recommend contracting with the inventors and then retailing them in our US stores and evaluating their profitability. Finally, if it proves to be a favorable relationship, we recommend pursuing an informal partnership with Kickstarter, which means Kickstarter will prominently feature the Best Buy brand on their website, and Best Buy will do similarly in their physical stores. So let me backtrack a little bit and answer the question, what is Kickstarter? Kickstarter is the world's largest crowdfunding platform, meaning an inventor or a creator can go onto the website and upload a project or prototype. From there, they ask community members in Kickstarter to back the project by pledging funds. When the funding period ends and the funding goal has been reached, the project is considered successful and the vendor wholly owns the product and also receives all the pledge funds. Kickstarter has huge potential. Behind me, you can see a table listing the number of successfully launched projects as of June 2012, and some of these projects include the 3D printer, Oculus Rift, which is a virtual reality headset pictured in the middle, and also the Pebble smartwatch. The next question is, why Kickstarter's inventors need Best Buy? Well, after they're fully funded, a lot of the funds go into project R&D and product manufacturing, leaving limited funds for advertising and warranty plan development. They also do not have access to distribution channels and limited access to customers outside of the internet community. Finally, these products are increasingly innovative, meaning there are products that truly need to be seen to be believed. With that being said, these are the benefits to Kickstarter's inventors. They stand to gain distribution channels, retail space, advertising resources, and most importantly, they get to leverage Best Buy's showroom experience and let their customers truly try their products. Best Buy stands to gain two things. They gain first mover advantage in that they will be the first retailer to carry these products nationwide in physical stores, an additional sales revenue stream of 10% on each sale for carrying them in their retail space. We will also gain additional service revenue stream from the warranty plan, which is our third recommendation, and Tiffany will now discuss that more in depth.
Thank you, Kathleen. So Kathleen has essentially explained our second recommendation, which is implementing and putting Kickstarter products into your stores. However, if we take a step back and look at this recommendation, we can see one overarching issue. This issue is that many Kickstarter manufacturers do not have warranty plans. Thus, we recommend that Best Buy require that all Kickstarter products have a full coverage warranty plan. Best Buy will be able to offer this full coverage warranty plan through its Geek Squad Protection Plan. This Geek Squad Protection Plan essentially protects against wears and tears, shipping and handling damages, and will replace batteries. In addition, Best Buy also offers a no-lemon policy, so if there are three or more issues that arise, then the product gets completely replaced. However, how does Best Buy pay for this Geek Squad Protection Plan? Best Buy essentially is self-insured, so that means that your firm sets aside a certain amount of money every year to pay for warranty claims and insurance coverage. In 2010, your firm set aside $110 million, and in 2011, your firm set aside $130 million. Why is this important? This is important because it means that your firm will pay very little additional expenses for this extended coverage. And now we summarize our three-segment recommendation, and Jacinta will explain our implementation.
Thank you, Tiffany. So during the first stage of implementation in 2012, we will of course downscope, just as my colleague Gary has previously mentioned, which means that we will remove the appliance sector from your stores as it takes too much space and you don't receive that much profit from it. In 2013 to 2016, we will actually recommend that you contact these investors from Kickstarter in order to put these products in our store. A big thing, of course, is for them to use the product protection plan that Tiffany has previously mentioned. In 2017, we will carry these products in the stores, followed by also selling them online. And we recommend this is the best way that Best Buy actually incorporate these products into the stores and start getting customers to purchase them. Also, we recommend that the various creators and investors for Kickstarters start going on tours to help market these products, and this can be done also through the Kickstarter website. Finally, the final stage of implementation in 2018 will be to evaluate this, and if profitable, to form an informal relationship with Kickstarter. I will now pass it to my colleague Tiffany, who will discuss financials.
Thank you, Jacinta. So essentially, how much revenue will Best Buy generate through this Kickstarter project? We broke it down to two different parts, Best Buy sales and Best Buy warranty. With Best Buy sales, we plan that your firm will charge a 10% commission for retail space. And for Best Buy warranty, your firm will charge a 15% commission to pay for the maintenance of the warranty plan. We estimate $207 million with Best Buy sales and $310 million with Best Buy warranty. Thus, we estimate a total revenue increase of over $518 million for 12 Kickstarter products in your first year. And now Gary will explain this number a little more and talk about our financials overall.
Thanks, Tiffany. So here we are trying to predict our recommendations' financial impact on Best Buy overall. We can see that in the moderate case and the optimal scenarios, Best Buy could gain substantial earnings over the long term. And even in the worst case scenarios, our recommendation could still maintain profitable for the first 3 years. And finally, we are fairly certain that $52 million would be a reasonable estimate for Best Buy's net profit from our Kickstarter recommendation. What does it mean to Best Buy? It means roughly 5% increase in operating income and 14 cents increase in EPS. Under today's market condition, we believe that our recommendation could become one of the most exciting announcements for Best Buy's public investors. With that said, it concludes our today's recommendation. We'd like to thank you all again for your time, and now we'll open up the floor for questions. Thank you.
Well done. I have a question about the consumer protection plan. You know, given consumer reluctance to purchase those plans, or that's what I understand it to be, is it going to be built into the pricing, or is it going to be an add-on? And how will you sell that to the average consumer that might be otherwise resistant?
Well, the Geek Squad Protection Plan essentially will be an add-on price, so the consumers will buy the product. However, because there are certain manufacturers that don't have limited warranty plans, a lot of consumers will be more likely to buy the extended warranty. So that's how we're gonna, and that's why a lot of consumers, we feel like they would actually buy the plan.
Also, the way we would like to introduce the products are first through a skimming price strategy. Because it is very innovative for your company, for Best Buy, we do want to have the price starting off highest first, and once the market has become saturated, then we will decrease the price.
Sorry, if we look into our target customers here for Kickstarter's products, we can see that people who are interested in these products are less price insensitive compared to the other customer groups. So therefore, we believe that even if we build, if the warranty is included in the price, it still won't be a huge issue for these consumers.
Along that same line, our customer, what is our typical customer? Where are we in the life cycle of the product?
According to the technology adoption life cycle, we believe that we are currently in an early adopters phase, where a lot of these consumers are visionaries. So that's why we believe with our pricing strategy, with skimming strategy, a lot of them are more concerned about a technology, they're not really price conscious.
How will we train our sales force using Kickstarter products? And how should we incentivize, if any way, our sales force?
Well, we believe the most efficient way to train the Geek Squad in repairs is to use webinars through the inventors and internet. I mean, these are internet-based companies, and that would be utilizing a very fundamental part of their company. As for incentives, I believe Tiffany can maybe address some of that.
Actually, from this products page, we can see that a lot of the Kickstarter products are similar with the Best Buy products already, and we can see that the learning curve shouldn't be too high for Best Buy's representatives to learn, and for GeekSwap to learn how to fix these products.
Can you please ask your question again about the incentives portion?
Simplistically, are we paying our staff an hourly wage, or are we giving them some sort of a commission with respect to these products?
We currently are using a Geek Squad staff, so we will be paying the staff an hourly wage, and it wouldn't be that much of an incentive to learn a new product because a lot of these Geek Squad staff are extremely technology focused, so they're eager to learn about our new technologies, especially about Kickstarter.
Given the nature of Kickstarter and the fact that many of those products are really new and innovative, what's your projection for the claims or loss ratio that you expect to see on those types of products?
Sorry, could you rephrase the question again?
So the concept of an extended warranty implies that you're reserving some of the revenues from that warranty for claims against the product. What's your estimate of what that reserve needs to be, and how would that impact your financial estimates?
Well, because first, these products go through the actual website for Kickstarter, and they have investors putting money into the products that they deem will be the most successful. So the Kickstarter website already starts off filtering out the products that will be good and the products that will be most successful, and those will be the products that we target the most. So because we're already going through this phase, we hope that our litigation won't be that much, because we're already having someone, before the product gets to us, we're having someone take a look at these products as well.
Additionally, behind me you can see a table discussing expenses related to the Geek Squad warranty coverage. Best Buy sets aside a certain amount each year, so it's already sort of a sunk cost that would be addressed, and it's marginally increasing each year, and we have a 2013 projection up there that should cover the additional Kickstarter product costs.
With respect to the downscoping in the U.S., Best Buy has already been focused very much on the overseas market. And is there an analogous, is it what you're planning to do in the U.S.? What lessons have you learned from, or would you think we should have learned from the international experience that we could apply domestically?
Throughout these past few years research over Best Buy, we believe that the international market is important, definitely. But we can see some great challenges in the U.S. market. And as a public company we believe that Best Buy wants to inform its investors what it could do in the U.S. market. And we do realize Best Buy has some international strategy going on, such in the China market. They have downscoped all of their Best Buy stores and just remain the 5-star stores. But those are something that Best Buy could do on both hands. We believe that the U.S. market should be considered at the same time.
But you have been struggling with your international downscoping, correct?
Best Buy recently closed all of its Best Buy China store in 2012,